Item 10D, adopt a resolution authorizing the development and circulation of a request for proposals for the replacement of streetlights.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the Council. My name is Yoon Jun Kim. I work as the City Engineer for the Public Services Department. The item before you is the upgrade of the streetlight system. The city owns and maintains approximately 2,000 streetlights, and upgrading to modern technology light bulbs would provide numerous benefits to the public and the city, which I will go over. The streetlight replacement objectives is to increase the illumination and safety, accurate and comfortable visibility during nighttime. We could reduce the dark spots and provide even blanket of lighting. Reliability. The newer technology LED bulbs they have a higher life cycle. Their life cycle is about 20 years versus our existing high pressure sodium, which is 3 to 5 years, and they have higher reliability as well. Energy saving. The LED bulbs save about 85% of energy costs versus what we are currently using. The replacement of the existing luminaires, where feasible, would cost approximately $1 million. The price for the project could be paid off by energy savings in approximately 9 years. The demonstration project, where we will replace a few streetlight bulbs at select locations, which I'll go over when we get to that, has been paid for already by a Department of Energy grant. We have the LED bulbs in our courtyard right now. The series circuits that we have, it's outdated electrical circuitry where the voltages are very high and they fluctuate. And so these areas cannot be replaced with LED lights right now. There's about 322 lights, and I think 7 different locations. And we'll have to explore funding to replace the circuitry prior to upgrading the lights on these locations. The project cost of upgrading the circuitry and replacing the lights is about $3.5 million, which is excluded from this phase of the project. The LED lights tend to have a wider shade of light as compared to the existing high pressure sodium, which is more yellow or orange and has a softer glow to it. You can also order the LED lights in different temperatures ranging from around 3,000 to 6,500. And as you can see here, the candles and the high pressure sodiums, those temperatures range from 1,500 to about 2,800. Here's what they look like in comparison. The high pressure sodium that we have existing has a more yellow, light, warmer glow. The LEDs are more white and clear. So cost and financing options will vary depending on the vendor we go with. There's numerous programs available through the state, through a PG&E, and the different suppliers will provide their own proposals that go along with this. Basically, moving forward with this first phase of the project would require crafting a request for proposals to furnish, install, and finance the streetlight project. There are numerous locations where adjacent agencies have installed LED lights, and some that are right around the corner from us. South San Francisco, they have replaced their Cobra heads with LEDs in one of their parking lots, their City Hall parking lot. Burlingame and Millbrae, they have changed the post tops to LED near their Burlingame High School. And the Cobra heads were also replaced near Murchison between Magnolia and Sequoia. We can arrange a site visit altogether to check that out if we progress with this project. So with the LED bulbs that we've received through a grant that are at the courtyard right now, we're proposing to install a demonstration project at 4 different types of locations. One is a major arterial, another is a residential area at 3rd and 4th Avenues, the downtown area, San Mateo at Sylvan, and a minor arterial at Genevieve. These represent the different neighborhood character that aren't too far apart, that could be visited pretty closely for a good feel of what it'll look like when we change to LED bulbs. As far as public outreach, the demonstration project luminaires will have identifying signs saying that they are LED bulbs and what temperature they are, and we'll put some information on the internet and also seek public input at City Hall. So once again, going back to the regulated output circuitry, these are the locations that we can't upgrade to LED at this moment because we have to upgrade the electrical circuitry first. They're in these 7 neighborhood locations. The Plymouth location was one of them, which is actually being replaced and upgraded by Harry's Crestmore project. The replacement of the series circuits, as I said, is about $3.5 million. It's about 322 lights. Potential funding sources in the future could be general fund, gas tax, special assessments, and this will be determined in the future. So for the schedule, if this project is approved, we would move forward with developing a proposal and specifications and disseminating that in May through June, installing the pilot project at the same time, obtain proposals and formulate an agreement July through October, and hopefully we could start installing the new bulbs in November and complete early next year. The series circuits conversions and installation of new fixtures at that time would depend on our funding considerations. That concludes my presentation, and I'm here to answer questions.
Good. Any questions for our city engineer? Ken?
85% savings, that's great. Can you speak of any comments that have come from other cities that have installed? I can't imagine they're all positive. I'm sure there's some comments from residents or business owners saying it's maybe too bright or whatever. And also if you could comment on, I'm assuming that the recircuiting means that you just rewire all of these lights. So basically all you save is the shell of the, of the pole and the extension, and you're pretty much just rewiring it and from one pole to the next. If you could explain, I mean, just to give an idea of why does it cost so much for each light? Yeah.
We'd have to have new conduits, wiring, and connections to the electrical system with PG&E. So it'd be the design, the trenching, and the installation would all have to be redone.
Basically, all new infrastructure.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And as far as the feedback from the public from previous projects, the feedback is usually about light bleeding into their yards or to their houses. That's one of the major complaints. The other major complaint is the temperature. When it's not soft enough and it's on the higher temperature, they feel it's too bright or too piercing. And so agencies have gone to the lower temperature levels as almost a standard now for the choosing the LED lights, because you can choose them in different temperatures.
And also explain, they are adjustable? To some extent, they're adjustable?
The diodes can be actually adjusted and pointed, as well as shielding and shading provided on the lights.
And will the test lights be different temperatures?
Yes,
So you're going to vary those?
correct.
Okay. Irene?
Do we have any contingency money set aside for any poles or any of the Cobra heads that we might come across, or you might come across, that are damaged or need to be replaced?
Well, if there are poles that need to be replaced, it'd be through our normal maintenance program. But the cost savings of this project in general could probably pick that up. Make it, if it's 9 years, it might go a little further if we incorporate that into the project. It would be 9.5 years. But as we've been moving forward, the efficiencies has been increasing, and the costs have been actually dropping. So this payback period is actually probably less, and we're pretty conservative in how we're analyzing the numbers.
Okay, I'm just concerned that not concerned, but I would like us to make sure that we keep that in mind as you're putting together the project costs and the details, so that we don't get caught with nothing there. Thank you.
Through the
Michael?
chair. So we're talking about just replacing bulbs at this point in the existing fixtures?
Correct. The lamp setup, the head, basically the head. Correct.
And the bulbs, the sodium bulbs that are in there now, generally scatter light in every direction and it gets reflected back down. But the diodes themselves, I understand, are more directional type
Correct.
lights. And so, is the fixture really going to be, I don't know, adequately effective to redirect that directional light down, whereas the other ones are just kind of capturing everything? I mean, what are we doing to address that?
As part of the specifications for the proposals, we're going to be requesting photometric analysis done as part of this project, too.
Okay. And I noticed that on the San Mateo Bridge, they went to LED lighting on that section there, but the lights seem to be a lot closer together than the old lights, which were sodium lights at that point. And I'm wondering, is that because of the same effect, where it's so directional that you create basically a smaller area for every given light, and they have to go with more? I'm assuming with our demonstration project, we'll probably figure out if there are going to be dark spots. But I imagine if we had to go to a point of now maybe doubling the number of posts, that the cost would be extraordinarily higher.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Or action by the council?
I'd just like to say before we take action is that I think I'm satisfied there's enough examples of that. I live a block away from Millbrae, and the city of Millbrae has replaced a lot of their lamps. And whether there's dark spots or not, I just witness a lot of dark spots currently, with our existing lamps. And so I think any improvement, plus the fact that we're saving so much. So it's energy conservation at its best. With that, I'd like to introduce a resolution and authorize the development circulation for requests for proposals.
Councilmember Ibera.
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.